And yes, we're live. Good morning. You are listening to IBGR.radio, the International Business Growth Radio Network. I'm your host, Jan Robberts, the Inspirational Entrepreneur. I'm a co-founder of Key Leadership Institute and founder of JR Speakers Club. Now, I'm a coach, trainer, speaker, values-based leadership specialist, profiling consultant, and personal development professional. But for more information about me, you can go to the IBGR.network. And you'll check out my profile there. You can find all the information, how to get in touch with me, and even more. But not only about me, we have more than 40 hosts on the IBGR.network, and you can get in touch with each and every one of them. Find out the details, find out their podcasts. So join us on the IBGR.radio. And by the way, we would love to hear from you real time, because this is all about you, the listener. And if you are listening live or now also viewing, we're on Facebook Live as well, an IBGR.Facebook page. So if you're listening or viewing or watching, then if you've got any questions or any comments, please bring them on and give them to us, because we would love to hear what you would like to know and what is good and what is bad and what you would like to learn. Because all I'm going to talk about today is about the shows coming up in the whole season, but it's not set in stone. But I'll talk a little bit more about that. But your questions, your comments are important to us. I already see my dear friend Mikael Korsgaard from Denmark online as well. We haven't spoken this year yet, so we need to catch up very soon, Mikael. And he's online as well. But yeah, so 1 week gone already in 2021. Now, the last time I was with you, it was in Hogmanay. For Scottish people understand that. If not, it was New Year's Eve. And 1 week later, we're 1 week in the new year. Happy New Year to every one of you. And I wished you all a Happy New Year. Now we are in the new year. I hope this year will bring you much more joy, much more freedom, much more of anything you are willing to work towards. I always say that because, yes, we can wish as much as we like, that we want more and have more and be more. But unless we actually take action to do that, then it's never going to happen. We have New Year's resolutions. They started 6 days ago. How are yours going? Did you have any? How are yours going? Are you still with us on the New Year's resolution show, or are you already kind of missing out a few days? Leaving it again till next year. For most people, the New Year's resolutions will peter out end of January, early February, but at least by March, most people have already fallen off the wagon again and say, next year will be the year. Well, don't do that, people. Don't just set New Year's resolution, because they very rarely lead to a revolution. So if you want new resolutions, set new day resolutions. Happy New Day to you. So every day is a new day. So if you want to really achieve something, if you want to really do something with your life, then start every day intentionally. I will certainly talk a lot more about it. But this is episode 1 of season 4, and it's going to be the Inspirational Entrepreneur knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Or shows the way and goes the way. And of course, that comes from the leadership quote of my dear friend and mentor, John Maxwell. But it is the same in entrepreneurship. We're going to be talking a lot more about entrepreneurship and the people side of it. But if you want to download the show notes, Donna Kunde she is the stalwart, the working horse, together with Bill Eastman. I always say I don't know even if they sleep or not. She's already online again, and that was 6 o'clock in the morning in EST, and there she is. She is. She's making a comment as well. I'm just making sure. But yeah, she's always here and supporting us, and of course has her own shows as well. It is amazing what's happening behind the scenes that we don't have to take care of, and everything's taken care of. It. We need to turn up. We need to prepare our shows, of course. But if anything happens, they're always there, always there. So thank you, Donna. Thank you, Bill. IBGR.radio network, IBGR.network is here because of the two of you, and it exists to this day, and it is going to explode this season. I know it. we're now in 152, unless I'm unless I'm getting new news, but it's at least 152 countries around the world that we've got listeners. So thank you very much to each and every one of you. And that's not all listeners to my show, that's listeners to all the shows that go on between all the 40 hosts. There is 4 time zones. We are in the prime zone if you're military, it's Zulu zone. And on Thursday it's a people side. But we're in the 4th season, and we want you, the audience, the listener, the viewer, to come out with the questions, to come out with comments, because you are important to us. And we've got all the different subjects, ranging from operations, customers, finance, today the people day, tomorrow executives. That means, working on the business rather than in the business. It's all here for you, 24/7. Now, don't forget to download our app. I forget to mention it every now and then, but you don't ever have to live without us anymore, because you can download it on your laptop, on your tablet, on your telephone, on your mobile phone, and take it with us. So it's not just to listen live, but you can download our podcast. You can look and get information about all the different hosts from around the world. Amazing people, amazing subjects. Don't miss out. And every one of them has got podcasts as well, that you can download. So we've also got a community that you can join, as well as on the Facebook. You can join the community on the app. You can join the community in the ibgr.network website. But also there's a pulsate. If you go on the website, there's a pulsating question there, Margaret, an orange big one in the bottom corner. If you click it, you can ask questions. Now, if we can't answer them right now, then we will certainly get to them after the show. The same with the Facebook. I will check my Facebook afterwards, and if there's any comments and any questions, I will certainly answer them. So the thing is, though, do you want to be successful? Now, it's a silly question, but now more than ever we need help. We need to, and that's another reason why we are here, not just to say, okay, we can help you, but there is help available. There are many different important aspects of being a well-rounded, successful business owner. And I'm just one of your hosts in the people lane. It's often a forgotten part, but very integral part of the business and of your development, because the people stuff. We need to do so much. We've got a product, a service, a course to develop. We've got all kinds of things to do: the finances, the customers, the marketing, the branding, and then we forget about our own development. And it is as much a part of it as finance. It's as much a part of it as customers, as organization, as trying to work on the business. Because if you're going to be working on the business, you better know how to delegate and deal with people. And that takes personal development to a different level. That takes your leadership level to a different level. And I hope that makes sense. But in today's show, I will give you just an overview of my show, all my shows this season, the topic I chose, and how they can help you to move forward in your business. Now, if this is your first time listening, welcome to the show. If you're a returning listener or viewer, welcome back. And I said it's now every single week there is people from 152 countries listening to our shows. Now, I'm just going to mention the topics of my shows this season, and then I'm going to talk into the next sessions. I'm going to talk into each of them briefly, so you get an idea what's coming up for me. But as I said already, none of my topics are set in stone. I haven't even prepared a script for any of them yet, because the reason I haven't prepared a script is because you, the viewer, the radio show listener, the listeners, you are important. So if you actually look on my show notes and you say, hey, there is a subject here, I hope he's going to cover this in the show. Or maybe there is a show there, something similar I would like to know about. Maybe he'll cover it in the show. Ask me, I will cover it. I'll promise you, if I will cover it in some show. I might even change an entire show to suit your needs, because you, the listener, you, the viewer, are important, because we have come together as different people running their own businesses, being entrepreneurs. We want to help you, and we've collaborated with different organizations as well to strengthen our bond in the entrepreneurial world, to make sure that you become more important. Because in this year, even more so, if you last year was whatever it was, but for many businesses has been a disaster. We need entrepreneurs now more than ever because businesses are going bust. People don't know what to do anymore. More people become unemployed. But as Bill always says, there is 57% of people are employed by entrepreneurs. That's a whopping 1.9 billion people. Yes, Bill, I listened to it and I've remembered it now. But that's a many people, but there will be many more because many more people now have the opportunity to become entrepreneurs because probably they got pushed out of the job they were so comfortable in and now they want to do something for themselves. Now I need to keep an eye on my times at least because the radio show after 12 minutes has to take a break. But here's my titles. First of all, next week it's going to be your story, your voice, your time. I'm going to talk about what it all means. Then the next one, session 3, will be grow up to go up. It's about personal development. Number 4, your why is your GPS for success. Number 5, persistence is not just a nice to have. Number 6, getting to know yourself is a serious business. It talks into personal, know thyself, about profiling and all that kind of stuff, how important it is to know yourself. Number 7, habits. Are your habits dangerous or are they an opportunity? Then we have choices and decisions. What's the difference? The intentional leader influences for impact. Values include valuing your people and lifting the lid on your potential. And then, of course, the very last one is going to be a summary of what we've talked about and what we have achieved together, because that's really want to do that. But as I said, none of it is set in stone. It's you, the listener or the viewer, is important. So keep asking the questions. And on that note, we're going to take a very short break on our radio. But keep joining us. We're going to come back in a few minutes. So don't go away.